hums low like an old regret, and the clock keeps ticking like a threat. I sit with a guitar I can't restart. Every chord feels torn apart. Your ghost still sits in the corner chair, half in darkness, half in air. The lamp flickers like it remembers all the warmth we used to share. I strum a line we wrote last winter, but the melody collapses fast. It shakes like hands that can't let go of a love that couldn't last. The strings are rusted from the nights I cried through every aching tune, and though I try to tune them gently, they break like I'm breaking too soon. The silence grows heavier, filling all the space you fill, and the notes fall out of rhythm with the promises we spill. Broken strings and quiet nights where every echo holds a fight. I play the ruins of our song, trying to understand what went wrong. Your memory hums in every line, a whisper lost in borrowed time. I keep singing into fading light with broken strings and quiet nights. Storm, but the cold is coming from within. I replay your voice on old accordance just to hear you breathe again. Your laughter used to fill these walls, painting gold across the dark. Now everything feels hollow, an abandoned dimming spark. I wrote a verse about forgiveness, but the ink smeared with my hands, 'cause loving you felt endless then, yet ended sooner than I planned. My guitar sits bruised from all the nights I clung too hard to hold, and every chord I try to strum feels like frayed and thinning rope. The emptiness surrounding me is louder than the words we spoke, and all the songs we left unfinished echo softly through the smoke. Broken strings and quiet nights where the past won't dim its light. I sift through ashes of our song, searching for a place I belong. Your shadow leans against the tomb like a memory I lost too soon. I keep strumming though it never feels right, with broken strings and quiet nights. If I could stitch the chords back whole, I'd pull you close in every note, rewrite the lines we set aflame under the hurt neither of us wrote. But songs don't heal the way they promise, and time won't rewind to them. So I keep singing through the fractures till my heart learns how to mend. Broken strings and quiet nights, still holding on with fading might. The tune is fragile, worn and thin, but I'll keep breathing through the din. Even if the truth still bites, I'll find my voice in softer light. But tonight I'm lost in love's last rites, with broken strings and quiet nights. cuts my chest again, like it knows where I'm broken. Breathing in the ghost you left, breathing out what's unspoken. I walk the same old road where your shadow used to follow mine. Street lights flicker in their morning, like they're stuck between the dark and time. Every memory feels colder now, frozen letters on the skin of night. I whisper your name to the wind, but it only echoes back my spine. And I hate how the silence feels louder than your goodbye, how a single missing heartbeat turns a strong man into a cry. Cold air cuts my chest, sharp like the truth you left unsaid. I'm bleeding out in breath, trying to pretend this isn't the end. Every step I take feels heavier than the last. I'm stuck inside the past, where you love me best. And now the cold air, yeah, the cold air cuts my chest. I replay every moment like a film that refuses to fade. The softness of your trembling laugh, the promises we never made. You said love is a slow burning fire, but I didn't know it burns out too. Didn't know that warmth could vanish like the night I lost you. And the silence keeps screaming, a quiet storm hurts my chest. Your voice still shakes the windows long after you walked away. I breathe the dust of everything we lost along the way. There's a coldness in the hallway where your footsteps used to fall, a hollow in the silence now, like the house forgot it all. I keep tracing shapes of memories in the shadows on the floor, trying to find the warmth we had before it slipped straight through the door. Your laughter floats like distant rain, familiar, soft but out of reach, and I crumble every time it fades like ruins weathered on a beach. I still call your name in whispers, even though I know you're gone. But the echo answers colder every night you don't respond. I'm withering in the echo of a love we couldn't say, falling slowly into spaces where your shadow used to stay. Every heartbeat feels uncertain, like it's learning how to break, and I'm fading into pieces in the echo of the life we didn't make. Still keep the curtains halfway drawn, like you preferred when mornings came, pretending you'll come back again, though I know it's not the same. Your coffee cup is still untouched, a quiet monument to you, and I'll stare at it for minutes just to feel something true. The nights hit harder now than ever, stretching long without your breath, and every hour turns colder, a reminder of what was left. I still reach across the blankets, still expect to find your hand, but the empty There's a whisper in the doorway. There's a bruise inside my chest. I still reach for you in reflex, even though you're long gone, I guess. I trace my fingers on the walls where your laughter used to live. Every corner feels abandoned, like it forgot what warmth could give. The floors still creak your rhythm, like they're haunted by your steps. And I keep walking in circles through the places your memory kept. Your sweater's still in the kitchen, hung on a chair you love to lean. I swear I hear you breathing in the spaces left between, but the truth keeps cutting deep than the silence ever planned. And all I'm left with now are shadows where you used to stand. Shadows where you used to stand. Dark outlines of forgotten plans. I reach out but you fade like sand, slipping through my trembling hands. Every heartbeat feels like glass, breaking under what couldn't last. I'm just a ghost in my own land, lost in shadows where you used to stand. I keep the lights dim all the time, trying not to see the holes, the parts of me you carried off, the parts you left inside my soul. Your voice still lingers softly, like an echo waiting to be found. But when I turn to find you, there's only dust upon the ground. These nights feel like empty rooms with no windows, only rain. I drown in all the memories till I can't breathe through the pain. And the truth keeps getting colder every time I touch the past. Nothing hurts like knowing that the good was never meant to last. Shadows where you used to stand, still holding the shape of your hands. I follow them like broken maps, leading nowhere I can land. Every promise that we made fades like colors left in shade. Now I'm trying to understand why there's only shadows where you used to stand. If time could rewrite endings, I'd pull you back from slipping through. I'd hold you harder, breathe you deeper, say the things I never knew. But life keeps moving quiet, and love keeps learning how to break. And I keep waking up alone with a heart that still aches. Shadows where you used to stand still haunt the corners of this man. I reach for you in every plan, but the truth keeps forcing me to understand. The world keeps turning slow and grand, yet I fall with shaking hands into shadows, only shadows where you used to stand. door still creaks the way it did the night you walked away. Your shadow stains the hallway like a truth I can't outweigh. I replay the scene in whispers, your quiet steps, your trembling breath, the way you stared through me like glass, already mourning what was left. Our pictures hang like fragile ghosts, edges curling from the cold, and every frame feels heavier with the stories we never told. Your scent still clings to the evening like a fading bittersweet perfume, and I drown inside the stillness when I reach across the empty room. The table holds your fingerprints like they're carved into the grave, and I can't touch the surface now without calling out your name. But every call goes nowhere into spaces you erased, and I'm left standing breathless in the outline you displaced. 'Cause I'm lost beneath your leaving, falling through the cracks you made. Every memory keeps repeating like a ghost that won't fade. I'm sinking in the silence of the promises we grieve, lost beneath your leaving in the space you never free. Mornings feel like winter now, even when the sun breaks through. 'Cause every light that hits my skin feels colder without you. Your jacket's on the coat rack, still hanging limp, a final plea, a silent symbol of the parts you took and left inside of me. The nights collapse like brittle bones, heavy under missing weight, and I stay up till dawn arrives, trying to untangle fate. Your absence aches in every room, an echo I can't outrun, and I keep searching for your warmth in the places it's undone. But the truth keeps cutting deeper than the wound you're leaving cast, and I fall through broken moments, still reaching for the past. I'm lost beneath your leaving, crushed beneath the things unsaid, all the words we never voiced, still circling inside my head. I'm drowning in the quiet of the love we couldn't keep, lost beneath your leaving, where your shadow digs too deep. If time could bend a little, I'd hold the night from slipping through. I'd gather all the cracked goodbyes and trade them just to stay with you. But life moves like an avalanche, cold, slow, and never kind, and everything we tried to save got buried in the mind. So I'm lost. still holds the key. Night breaks open like a quiet wound, bleeding colors where you once bloomed. Your voice still trembles in these empty halls, a fading echo caught between the walls. I walk through shadows caught by your goodbye. Each step another reason, I still try. The silence hums like a distant storm, cold and constant, nothing warm. And I keep sifting through the pieces of a truth I never learned. If love was fire meant to save us, why did everything just burn? Now I'm screaming in slow motion, but the world keeps standing still. My heart is spilling oceans that no one else can feel. Every tear moves like a lifetime, dragged across the edge of night. I'm drowning in the quiet where you slipped out of my life. Yeah, I'm screaming in slow motion, but you're already out of sight. Photographs look older every day, colors rusting where we used to stay. Your laughter once a spark inside my chest, now flickers faint like a dying breath. I trace the outline of your fading glow, searching for a sign you let me know. Why you drifted like a falling star, close enough to touch, then far. I still hear the moment breaking in the pause before you turn, a quiet shatter in your heartbeat, a truth too heavy to return. Now I'm screaming in slow motion, but the world keeps standing still. My heart is spilling oceans that no one else can feel. Every tear moves like a lifetime, dragged across the edge of night. I'm drowning in the quiet where you slipped out of my life. Yeah, I'm screaming in slow motion, but you're already out of sight. Maybe love was always fading, softly cracking at the seams. Maybe I was too busy holding on to notice you losing all your dreams. But if time could bend for just a second, if the world could rewind for me, I'd catch your hand before it trembled, before you slipped into the breeze. Still I'm screaming in slow motion, words unspoken in the dark, voice without devotion, forever screaming in slow motion. There's a quiet in the room tonight, too heavy for the walls to hide. Your shadow lingers on the bed like a truth I can't set aside. I've been walking through our memories like ruins I can't let go. Every hallway echoes softly with the faded warmth you used to show. The photographs on the dresser are bending at the edges where you smile. And I keep staring at them slowly, trying to feel something worthwhile. Your voice is trapped in the furniture and the scratches in the worn out grate. And the silence underneath it all feels louder than the ache of pain. And I'm scared to touch the pieces of the life we couldn't build, 'cause every fragment cuts me deeper than the wounds you left unhealed. 'Cause I'm holding on to a heart made of cracks, every fault line shaking from the weight of looking back. I'm barely standing where your footsteps fade to black, and I'm breaking slow with a heart made of cracks. I still sleep on the edge of the mattress, even though there's room to fall. Old habits cling like shallows that never learn to move at all. Your sweater hangs in the corner like a ghost too stubborn to depart. And I keep reaching for its fabric to pretend you never fell apart. The nights feel long and endless now, like a film with missing frames. Moments stuttering in silence, soft reminders calling your name. I'm scared of what tomorrow might carve into my chest, 'cause healing feels like breaking when the past won't let me rest. So I'm holding on to a heart made of cracks, every memory trembling as the phone lights pull me back. I'm fading down into spaces you still track, and I'm breaking slow. Why did ours dissolve like rain? Why did every whispered promise leave its fingerprints of pain? I try to stitch myself together, but the seams don't wanna stay. And every mend I make just splits again the very next day. I'm still holding on to a heart made of cracks, a fragile beating truth held together by the past. But I'll keep breathing, though I'm shattered in your tracks, still breaking slow, breaking slow, a heart made of cracks. The night leans heavy on my shoulder, like it knows what I've been hiding. Your silence hangs in every corner, and my heartbeat keeps dividing. I drag my fingers through the darkness, where your laughter used to live. A hollow warmth still lingers faintly in the places love would give. Your shadow stains the bedroom wall, a silhouette that won't let go. And I keep staring at its outline, as if you might come back. I know the floor creaks softly when I move, like it remembers how you dance. And I break a little every time your absence steals another chance. Your pillow still holds your shape, a fragile ghost I dare not touch. 'Cause even the thought of letting go feels like losing you too much. And every truth I try to swallow still burns sharp like fractured glass, while all the weight of what we were pulls me deeper to the past. It's the weight of one more tear falling harder than the last, dragging memories through the silence of a love that couldn't last. Every heartbeat feels uncertain, every breath is lined with fear, and I'm breaking under everything the weight. One more tear. Your voice still lingers in the hallway, an echo trembling on repeat. And though I know it's only memory, it knocks me weak beneath my feet. I find your sweater in the closet, still wrapped in who you used to be. And I hold it like a life raft in an ocean swallowing me. The nights grow longer than they should, stretching far past what I can bear. And I sit awake till morning breaks, just to feel you in the air. Your goodbye haunts my rib cage like a bruise I can't unmake. And every time I try to heal, it splits again with every ache. I'm barely holding on to reasons to stand upright in the dark, when every memory cuts deeper than the shadows in my heart. It's the weight of one more tear crashing through the love we knew, a quiet, devastating truth I never thought would be our view. I drown in all the fragments of the world you left unclear, breaking slowly underneath the weight of one more tear. If time could bend, I'd chase the moment before we fractured at the seam. I'd speak the words I couldn't voice, I'd guard the fragile of our dream. But all that's left are empty rooms and echoes carved in fading sound, while I keep learning how it feels to stand alone on shattered ground. The weight of one more tear falls heavier than goodbye, pulling me through sleepless nights where love and sorrow intertwine. And though the world keeps moving forward, I remain suspended here, still breaking in the quiet under the weight of one more tear. The room is colder than it was before, shadows stretching across the floor. I reach for warmth that isn't there, and all I find is empty air. I remember the nights we set ablaze, every touch, every laugh, every gaze, the sparks that dance between our hands now lie silent like forgotten lands. Your voice used to light the darkest skies, now I only hear the echoes of your goodbyes. The walls still hum with our faded song, but the melody feels broken and wrong. I trace your name in the dust on the shelf, trying to find pieces I left of myself, but every breath reminds me slow and clear, the fire we had has disappeared. And I wonder where it went, how the heat became this cold. All the words we left unsaid now linger heavy on silent witness to the love we share. I play the songs that used to hear, but now they only make me feel the hollowness inside my chest. The nights I'm missing all your rest. I walk through rooms that remember you, every shadow whispering what I can't undo. I wish I could bring back the flame, but the smoke is all that remains. The memories burn softly in my mind, a fire that refuses to rewind. And I chase the ghost of our fire, but the warmth has slipped away, leaving only ash and quiet where love used to stay. When the fire went out, I lost my way. Every color turned to gray. I reached for you in the darkness still, but your warmth is gone. It always will. The embers fade into the night. No matter how I try to fight, when the fire went out, I can't pretend this broken love will never mend. I stand alone in the cold and down, remembering when the fire went out. Your voice still shakes the windows long after you walked away. I breathe the dust of everything we lost along the way. There's a coldness in the hallway where your footsteps used to fall, a hollow in the silence now, like the house forgot it all. I keep tracing shapes of memories in the shadows on the floor, trying to find the warmth we had before it slipped straight through the door. Your laughter floats like distant rain, familiar, soft, but out of reach. And I crumble every time it fades, like ruins weathered on a beach. I still call your name in whispers, even though I know you're gone. But the echo answers colder every night you don't respond. I'm withering in the echo of a love we couldn't save, falling slowly in spaces where your shadow used to stay. Every heartbeat feels uncertain, like it's learning how to break. And I'm fading into pieces in the echo of the life we didn't make. I still keep the curtains halfway drawn, like you preferred when mornings came, pretending you'll come back again, though I know it's not the same. Your coffee cup is still untouched, a quiet monument to you. And I stare at it for minutes just to feel something true. The nights hit harder now than ever, stretching long without your breath. And every hour turns colder, a reminder of what was left. I still reach across the blankets, still expect to find your hand, but the emptiness is louder than the truth I can't withstand. I'm withering in the echo of a love that slipped away, caught I'm withering in the echo of your footsteps growing thin, haunted by the fading shape of where your love